My name is Claire. I'm 32 years old, and I work as a marine biologist in Charleston, South Carolina. I've spent the last decade building a life I'm proud of, a career studying the sea, protecting turtles, and finally saving enough money to buy a little piece of peace, my beach house on the coast near Myrtle Beach. It was my sanctuary, my reward after years of hard work. But one Friday evening, that sanctuary stopped feeling like home. When I opened the door, weekend bag still on my shoulder, I froze. My living room was full of people, drinks in hand, shoes on my white carpet, my furniture covered with strangers. And standing in the middle of it all was my brother-in-law, Kevin, his face twisted with contempt as he pointed at me. "Why is this parasite here? Get the hell out!" For a second, I couldn't breathe. Those words hit harder than a slap. "Excuse me?" I managed. "You heard me," he snapped. "We're having a family gathering. Nobody invited you." I blinked, trying to process what I was hearing. "Kevin, this is my house. I own it." He crossed his arms. "Yeah, well, Jennifer said we could use it this weekend. So, unless you want to ruin everyone's good time, you should leave." I looked past him, searching for my sister. Jennifer was by the kitchen island, pretending to scroll on her phone. She wouldn't meet my eyes, she knew. She absolutely knew I was coming this weekend. I'd told her 2 days ago during our mother's birthday dinner. She'd smiled and said, "Have a great time." Then, apparently, she'd handed out my keys like I ran a hotel. "Jennifer," I called out, voice shaking, "can we talk?" She finally looked up, expression flat. "I didn't think you'd actually come. You're always busy with work." "I told you I needed this weekend to decompress." She shrugged. "Well, Kevin's family needed a place to stay. The house just sits empty most of the time." "You figured wrong," I said. Kevin stepped closer. "Look, we've got 15 people here who drove hours. You're one person. Do the math. Just go back to Charleston. Come next weekend." I stared at him. The arrogance was unbelievable. His family watched, some smirking, others whispering. Kevin's mother even shook her head at me like I was the unreasonable one, and something inside me shifted. I was done being polite. "Sure," I said calmly. "I'll leave." Kevin blinked, surprised. "Good. Finally some sense." I turned to the door, then paused. "Just to be clear," I asked, "you're telling me to leave my own property?" "That's exactly what I'm saying," he said. "And Jennifer, you're okay with this?" "It's just one weekend," she said. "Don't be dramatic," I smiled, a cold smile. "Okay then. Enjoy your weekend." I walked out, leaving the door wide open behind me. As I reached my car, laughter spilled from inside. They thought they'd won. They had no idea what was coming. 3 minutes later, I pulled into a gas station, shaking with adrenaline. I started making calls, to my lawyer, to my property manager, and finally to someone else I never thought I'd need to contact. By sunset, everything was set in motion. The next morning, I met with Gregory, my lawyer. "So," he said, "they're occupying your property without permission?" "Yes," I told him. "My sister had a key, but I never gave her permission to hand it out." "Then we'll make them very uncomfortable," he said with a small smile. By noon, everything was ready. All perfectly legal. I drove back toward the beach house, parked at a cafe nearby, and waited. At 3 o'clock, Gregory called. "It's done," he said. "Everything?" "Everything." 12 minutes later, my phone rang. Jennifer's voice was shrill. "Claire, what the hell did you do?" "The power's out and there's no water." "Oh?" I said sweetly. "That's strange. I asked the utility companies to suspend service. Since I'm not using the property, why pay for unauthorized guests?" "You can't do this," she screamed. "Sure I can," I said. "You're welcome to leave any time." Kevin called next, pure rage in his voice. "You spiteful witch! My mother has a heart condition." "Then maybe she should stay somewhere with air conditioning," I replied. "You'll regret this," he shouted. "Maybe," I said, "but not as much as you will." My parents called soon after, their voices dripping with disappointment. "Claire, this isn't like you," my mother said. "There's nothing to work out," I told them. Jennifer gave away my house. Kevin threw me out. "I'm done being nice. By 6 o'clock, sheriff's deputies arrived. Kevin's family was forced to leave. I watched from down the street as they packed up in silence. The house was mine again, but it was trashed. Wine stains on the carpet, cigarette burns on the deck, dishes piled everywhere. And upstairs, someone had gone through my things. My grandmother's pearl necklace was gone. That necklace meant everything to me. The last thing she gave me before she died. I called Jennifer. "My necklace is missing." "That's ridiculous," she said. "No one stole anything." "It was there yesterday," I said. "Now it's gone." "You're overreacting." "I'm filing a police report," I told her. "Either it's back by morning or I press charges." That night, I met with Deputy Walsh. She took my statement and photographed the damage. She promised to investigate, but I could tell she didn't expect much. Then, late that night, my phone rang again. It was Melissa, Kevin's younger sister. "Claire," she said, "I'm so sorry. Kevin was wrong, completely, and I think he's been having money problems. Bad ones. If your necklace is gone, he might have taken it." My stomach dropped. 2 days later, the police called. They'd found the necklace at a pawn shop. There was security footage, Kevin pawning it that same night. They arrested him the next morning for grand larceny. When my mother called, she was furious. "How could you do this to your family?" "I didn't steal from my family," I said quietly. "Kevin did." Then I hung up and blocked every number that brought me pain. Weeks passed. Kevin was charged. Jennifer was falling apart. The family blamed me, of course, but for the first time I didn't care. I'd stood up for myself. Then, one night, Jennifer showed up at my door, crying, exhausted, broken. "I'm sorry," she said. "You were right. Kevin lied about everything. He stole from you. He ruined us," she sobbed. "Can you ever forgive me?" I looked at her for a long moment. "I forgive you," I said softly. "Not because it's okay, but because I'm tired of carrying anger," she cried harder. But this time, it felt real. Later, I learned Kevin had also been embezzling from his job, nearly $50,000. The arrest at my house had set off an audit that exposed everything. He lost his job, his reputation, everything. Eventually, Jennifer filed for divorce. She started over with her kids, got a new job, and began rebuilding her life. Months passed. I fixed up the beach house, new carpet, new paint, new locks. I turned it into a real home again, a symbol of the life I built on my own. Melissa and I became close friends. Jennifer and I spoke often, rebuilding our relationship piece by piece. Then one day, I got a call from Kevin's lawyer. Kevin wanted to talk to me from prison. Against my better judgment, I agreed. When his voice came through the phone, it sounded smaller. "Claire," he said, "what I did was wrong. I stole from you. But that weekend, it wasn't just me. Your parents planned it. Your mom told Jennifer to give me the keys. She wanted to humiliate you, make you feel small. She said if you got upset, you'd probably sell the house and split the money." My blood ran cold. I called my mother. "Did you plan that weekend?" I asked. "Of course not," she said. "Kevin's lying. Did you tell Jennifer to give him the keys?" A pause. "I may have suggested it," she admitted. "You're single, Claire. You don't even need a beach house." I laughed bitterly. "You used me. You wanted to teach me a lesson for being independent." "You're being dramatic." "No, Mom," I said quietly. "I'm being done," and I hung up for the last time. Jennifer confirmed it later. Mom had pushed her into the whole thing, guilt-tripping her into taking the keys, convincing her it was for family. But Jennifer was done too. She told Mom she wouldn't be manipulated anymore. A year later, life looked different. The beach house had become a haven. Friends, laughter, ocean air. No tension, no guilt. Just peace. Kevin served his time, then faded into the background. Jennifer thrived. My parents struggled, sold their lake house, and lived quietly with their regrets. Then one night, the phone rang again. "Dad had a heart attack," Jennifer said. "He's asking for you." I went. I sat by his hospital bed. He looked frail but lucid. "I'm sorry, Claire," he whispered. For not standing up to your mother. For letting her hurt you. I know, I said. And I forgive you. As I left, Mom stopped me in the hall. I was wrong, she said softly. I let jealousy ruin everything. It's going to take time, I told her. If you really mean it, show me through your actions. That night I returned to my beach house, the place that started it all. My friends were there laughing over dinner. The ocean breeze carried through the windows, soft and calm. I stood on the deck with a glass of wine, looking out at the waves. The moonlight shimmered across the water, and I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Peace. I'd lost a family that never really saw me. But I'd found something better. Self-respect, strength, and freedom. Sometimes the greatest revenge isn't destruction. It's building something beautiful in the ruins they left behind. And that's exactly what I did.